Welcome to our practice, everybody. I invite you to come into a nice, comfortable seated posture. Remember that you're more than welcome to just have your legs extended in front of you, knees bent, cross-legged, anything that's comfortable. When we're cross-legged, we often recommend that you sit on an elevation, whether it's a block or just a firm pillow, so that you can sit at the edge of the pillow, almost falling off forward, pelvic little tilt, and your knees pull towards the floor. So it's just a nice way to get an extra opening in these hip flexors that are very tight. Most of the time when we're sitting on the floor, our knees are up like this. We're just trying to encourage that opening in the hips by sitting at the edge of a block, the edge of a firm pillow, like I said, where you're comfortable. Let your palms face down on your lap and just take a moment to settle in. Observe your body, do a little mental body scan, just from the crown of the head down to the root right now, down to the sit bones. Just notice how you're arriving on the mat. We can start with a physical body scan, so just notice the face, the shoulders, the arms, front body, the belly, the low back, the hips, the right side of the body, the left side of the body. This is all part of the curiosity that begins when we come to the mat. So we're here to kind of explore. A few practices ago, I talked about the beginner's mind. So if you weren't there, it's really quite a simple concept. It means that every time we come to the mat, it's as if we come to the mat for the first time. And we're not just expecting knowingly what's going to happen. We're exploring, we're curious. So take a moment to explore the physical body. And then take a moment, a breath or two, and just notice the state of your mind and the quality of your thoughts. Try not to go off into any stories. Try not to let the stories pull you away. So just notice, observe, so that when we come to the end of our practice, we can observe what impact, if any, the practice has had on us. And start to bring a little more intention to the breath. So as you breathe in, to start with, see the energy coming up to the crown of your head. And then visualize that energy going down to your sitting bones, rooting you into the earth, into the mat, into the bolster, wherever you're seated. Again, if you're comfortable, close your eyes, visualize the energy going up and down through the body. If you prefer not to have your eyes closed, feel free to keep them softly open and gaze towards the floor. Start to lengthen the spine on every breath in. And start to feel yourself move your sit bones on every breath out. Lengthening the spine again, getting nice and tall on the inhale, and feeling nice and grounded on the exhale. One more breath just like that. So today, as we go through our practice, we're going to be throwing in a few curveballs, a few different little things, so that you're not always thinking that you know what's coming up next. Through every posture that I offer, remember that in yoga, it's a combination of what we call shira and sukha, which is effort and ease. So I invite you in every posture to find ease in your breath and in the body. And if you find that the effort is overwhelming and that your breath cannot flow smoothly, the odds are you're going too far, you're pushing yourself too far. So just modify at all times so it feels good in your body. If your eyes are open, let's flutter them. Sorry, if your eyes are closed, flutter your eyes open. Take your arms out in front of you, shoulder height, and bring the palms in towards each other so that you interlace your fingers. And then press your palms out and away from you. Length. As you lengthen, try not to let your shoulders come forward so that you're rounding. Retract your shoulders back and just press your arms away from you. So it's simply the arms that are lengthening. Keep the length in your arms, and on your next inhale, take the arms up above your head. And press the palms up towards the ceiling. Good. Take a moment and notice if the right side of your body just feels longer than the left, or the left side feels longer than the right, or they feel the same. Just notice. Take one more breath. As you exhale, take your right hand down to the floor and take your left arm up and over. Try and keep your left sit bone rooted into the earth and just reach up towards the sky here. You can always bend into that right elbow a little bit and keep reaching. Separate your fingers, reach to the sky. Take a big breath. Feel the side rib cage expand, your left side. One more breath. Good. As we inhale, we'll take that right arm back up. Inhale, left hand comes down to the floor on your exhale. Reaching over. Root down through your left sit bone, and please relax your left shoulder. Sorry, it's your right sit bone that you're rooting down through. Reaching up with your right arm. Up and over, reaching towards the sky. Feeling right into the left side of your rib cage, reaching for one more breath as high as you can. And inhaling, bringing both arms back up above your head. Inhale, and exhale down the center to the heart. Good. Sitting in this comfortable cross-legged position, or with your legs out in front of you, simply bring your heart forward into a nice gentle forward fold here. So you're folding over your center. Okay, it's a nice deep flexion into the hip flexors, so reaching your heart forward. You can bring your hands out in front of you if that helps for stability, and it helps you reach a little bit further. And when you feel that you can't fold anymore, at that point, you can let the hip go. Keep reaching further with your fingertips, perhaps 0.5 millimeter more. Remember that you're never going to a place of pinching or pain. Try not to lift your sit bones or your glutes off the floor. One more breath here, kind of letting go with the upper body, giving yourself permission to fold. Rib cage coming towards the floor. And then slowly make your way all the way back up. As we inhale, we'll take both arms up high. As you exhale, turn towards your right. Take your left hand onto the opposite knee and hold for a couple moments. Take a breath in and lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, see if there's any more rotation that you can find in the spine. It's the shoulders that are looking towards your right. If you'd like, take another couple of breaths here. If you'd like, you can look back and your neck can turn to look past your right shoulder. But this is not the rotation that we're looking for. It's really, can you bring both shoulders to look at the left side of the room, or the right side of the room, sorry guys. Hardest part of the job is mirroring you. So take another breath in, lengthen the spine. And one more time, taking your left shoulder, turning towards the right side of the room. Good, slowly making your way back and towards the center, reaching both arms up high. And on your exhale, turn towards your left, right hand on the opposite knee, take the other arm behind you, anywhere that's comfortable. Relax both shoulders away from the ears. Before you attempt any spinal rotation, gain length in your spine, get nice and tall. And as you exhale, turn both shoulders towards your left. Again, inhaling, crown of the head pulling up towards the sky. Exhaling, exploring, is there a little more room for me to rotate more? When there is not, we stay and we breathe. Effort and ease. You want to feel a nice, juicy spinal rotation without any pinching or pain. One more breath. And as you inhale, come back into center, bring your arms all the way up. As you exhale, fold forward as we did earlier. Heart comes forward, fingers to the floor. Reach your heart towards the floor. Fold over your navel. Breathe navel to spine so that at the end of your exhale, you're squeezing your belly button in towards your spine. Notice if there's a little more space to be had. When you can't fold forward anymore, you can let your head go. Take another big breath. See if you can breathe into your upper back here as you're reaching forward. See if you can feel yourself creating space between your scapulas, between your shoulder blades. And then at your own time, make your way all the way back. Very good. Let's slowly meet on all fours. Place a blanket underneath your knees if you'd like. On our hands and knees, please. So we're going to start with some cat and cows, but as I said, we do things a little bit differently today. You need to move the animal off the mat. Excuse me, go to your mat. Thank you. Not here, go to your mat. Thank you. Okay. So as we meet today in all fours, actually maybe I will demonstrate this way. I want you to take your right foot and I want you to cross it over so that your right knee is crossing over the left leg here. Okay? Just like that. I just took my right foot. You can help yourself, bring it forward, bring it to the left side of the mat and cross the right knee over the left. So we're just going to be practicing cat-cow like this. It's a little different feeling. And I'm going to give you guys an option. You can keep your hands the way we usually do. Palms into the earth, fingers forward. Or if you want to get a little bit of an extra stretch in the wrists, you can bring the hands to look away from the center, off to the side. For an extra little stretch, your palms can face forward. And, inside of your hand can face forward and your fingers point towards your knees. Okay? I have practiced this posture. It's a big stretch for the outside part of your wrist. If you're not comfortable, keep your hands the way you usually do. When you're ready, inhale, look forward. And exhale, still pressing the hands in towards the earth, whichever position you've taken, and round. Inhale, send the heart forward. Remember to relax your shoulders here. And exhale, press into the earth, navel to spine, round as high as you can. We'll do two more here. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, let it go. Full exhale. And one more. And exhale. Good. I'm going to square off my hands just to help me come back. Let's come back to all fours here. So uncross the legs. And when you're ready, take your left foot and just bring it forward, cross the left knee over the right knee. You may wish to move both of the knees more into the center to help you with your center of gravity. And again, your choice. So either fingers point forward, fingers point away from the mat, kind of at 90 degrees. Or you bring your fingers this way, get a big stretch on the inside of the arms, and your fingers are pointing towards your knees. Whatever is comfortable for you. Reach your heart forward, relax your shoulders, and inhale. And as you exhale, press into your hands and lift the back as high as you can, navel to spine, breathing. Full breaths in towards the belly. And exhale, empty, like you're taking all the air out of a balloon or all the air out of a tire. Empty completely here. And let's do two more. Reach your heart forward. Exhaling, rounding, chin to chest, navel to spine. And one more. Relax your shoulders as you breathe in. And exhaling, rounding. Good. Let's uncross the legs, come back to all fours. Your wrists will be directly underneath your shoulders. This time we'll continue with the flexion and extension of the spine, but we'll add a little sitting back into child's pose. So as I inhale, belly drops, shoulders relax. And as I exhale, I push into the earth and sit back all the way into child's pose. We're not in a wide-legged child's pose. Your knees are directly underneath your hips. Come back up, breathe in. And as you exhale, sit back. We're going to do two or three more. And the invitation here is to find space on both sides of your rib cage. So pushing into the mat like you want to rip the mat in two as you sit back. Inhale, two more. And as I sit back, I'm not pushing back with my hips. I'm pressing into the earth with my hands and creating space on both sides of the rib cage. At the same time, the hips will release. Take one more breath here. And this time, sit back. Keep your knees exactly where they are. We're not in a wide-legged child's pose. Extend your arms out and come up onto your fingertips, please. This is a more active child. If your forehead reaches the floor, that's fine. For the moment, if it doesn't, that's fine too. Walk your fingertips as far forward as you can. Now walk your fingertips towards the left side of the mat. You don't have to go too far. Feel the stretch in the right side of your body.
breathe in. See if your right arm can even reach a little more than the left arm right here. Good. Stay with that sensation in your body. Take a full breath. That combination will soothe the nervous system. Walk your hands through the center, please. Walking both hands towards the right. See if your fingers can reach a little further, the left hand reaching just a little further than the right. Breathe in and sense the expansion of the left side of your body. Allow the hips to just melt wherever they wish to be. One more breath. And then walking yourself all the way back into center. Good. Let's curl our toes underneath us, meet in downward facing dog. Let your head be heavy. Start to press one heel back and then the other. If you have a blanket there, leave it there. We'll be coming down in a moment. Start pressing one heel back and then the other, and then we'll meet in downward dog, pressing our heels towards the back of the room. Not important if they touch the floor. Let your head be a little bit heavier still. Crown of the head pulling towards the floor. Press all 10 fingers into the mat away from you. On your next inhale, raise the right leg up high. Bend your right knee and open your knee towards the right side of the room. Flex your foot. I want you to push your right heel over your left glute, over your left bum cheek. Just open the knee as much as you can and push your heel over the left side of your body. You're still pressing into both hands here. Square off the knee, the foot, bring the right leg back down for downward dog. On your next inhale, take your left leg up high. Bend the knee and open the leg, the knee, towards the left side of the mat. Your hips are still up high. Let your head be heavy. Push into the mat with your hands. Flex your left foot and just bring it over. Like you want to push your foot over your right hip. Square off the knee. Bring the foot back down. You're in downward facing dog. Drop the knee slowly back onto the floor. Separate the knees. Come into a wide-legged child's pose. This time, bring a support underneath your forehead. If it doesn't reach the floor, I'm inviting you to take your arms towards the back of the room. So let your fingers reach towards your toes, towards the back. The hips are kind of melting towards the back of the room. And relax your shoulders, just to take all the tension out of the shoulders here. Take a couple of breaths here, remembering ease and effort, the combination that we like to hold on to even after we leave our mat. Your breath will always tell you if you've gone too far on and off the mat. Notice when you're overwhelmed, what is your breath like off the mat? When you've taken on too much, is it a nice, soft, long breath, or is it a short, anxious breath? One more breath, just letting go here. And then slowly making our way back onto all fours. Curling our toes underneath us, we're going to bring the knees back underneath the hips. We're meeting back in downward facing dog, lifting the hips up high. Take your right leg up towards the sky, and then come up and over your blanket, bring the right foot forward, please. And we're going to stay on the ball of our back foot. So please make sure right foot is more to the right of the mat, left foot is more to the left of the mat. Press your left heel back. This is called high lunge, hold. Now engage your core, take your hands off the floor, reach them forward. Your rib cage is still close to your upper thigh. You haven't moved, you're still in that high lunge, reach forward. Engage your core, take one more breath here. Bring the hands back down towards the floor. Left hand stays down, right arm comes up, twist. Reach towards the ceiling, right fingers spread wide. Feel this all the way into the right pectoral. So reach your right shoulder back, breathe. Press your left heel to the back of the room, left leg very active. One more breath. And as we exhale, bring the hand back down. Look forward, high lunge. We're going to repeat, taking the hands off the floor. Upper body doesn't move. Reach the arms forward. Your gaze should be probably right towards your toes or just past. Reach the arms forward. You're engaging your core. Push the left leg back. One more breath. And bring the hands back down to the floor. Left hand stays on the floor. Right arm comes up for a twist. 3 breaths here. You may notice that your right knee wants to open up towards the outside of the mat. Keep it close to the center. Keep pressing that back heel actively back. I want the back leg very active here. On your next exhale, bring the head back down. Good. Drop the back knee onto the floor and sitting back into a half split. Okay, we're going to sit back and lengthen our spine. Point your right toes in towards you. It doesn't matter if you're sitting back on your heel. You could be stopping right up here because that's what your body wants. Just point your right toes in towards you. Always listening to your body. You may not be sitting all the way back, and that's fine. As long as you point your right toes in towards you, you're getting that stretch in the hamstring. Lift your heart, get nice and tall here. One more breath. We're going to walk ourselves forward. Back knee comes off the floor, high lunge. Plant both hands into the earth. Take your right leg back, down the dog. Take a big breath and let it go here. Let's inhale for one mantra of O together and hold it for as long as you can. Inhale through the nose. Whenever you're ready, we always hold our mantras for as long as we can. We take the left leg up towards the sky and bring your left foot forward to the front of the mat. Remember to stay hip width apart. Relax your shoulders. You want to be really well set up. You want to be hip width apart for stability. Notice how your rib cage is close to your upper left thigh. Keep everything steady. Engage your core. Take your fingers off the floor. Reach them forward. You may notice a difference on one side than the other. One side might be easier, harder. It doesn't matter. Ease and effort. Is there anywhere that you can let go of right now? Are you squinting? Can you relax your shoulders? Reach your arms forward, core is engaged. When your hands come back down towards the floor, left arm comes up for a twist, reach. Really press into that back leg so you feel a very solid right leg here. Heel pressing towards the back of the room. Reach those left fingers forward towards the ceiling. Separate your hands so that you feel the energy in between every fingertip here. One more breath. Bring the hand back in. Relax your shoulders. Make sure the back of your neck is long. When you're ready, we're doing that one more time. Taking the fingertips off the floor, reaching forward. Notice how your core is super active here. Relax your shoulders away from the ears. Even though the hands are coming forward, your shoulders do not have to be attached to your earlobes here. One more breath. And we'll bring our hands down to the floor. Left arm comes up for a twist. 3 breaths here. 3 full breaths. Let's press that right heel towards the back of the room. Reach your left arm up high. On your next exhale, bring the left hand back down to the floor, please. Drop the right knee onto the floor. Sit back slowly. Remember to listen to your body. It doesn't matter how far you sit back. Simply point your toes towards your face. Left toes in, left heel presses away from you. Big stretch. Left hamstring. Relax your shoulders away from the ears. Bring your heart forward. Get nice and tall here, wherever you are. Thinking of creating space in the spine at all times. Full breath in. Last one, full breath out. Coming forward, we meet back in our high lunge, just taking your back knee off the floor, and then take your left leg back, downward facing dog. Let's slowly come back down on the floor one last time. The knees are hip width apart. Please take your right leg to the back of the mat. You're flexing the right foot. Check in with that left hip. If it's jutting all the way over to the side, center yourself. Your left thigh, upper thigh, should be perpendicular to the floor. Flex the right foot. When you're ready, take the left arm out. On the inhale, we reach the left arm forward, reach the right arm back. As we exhale, bring the knee and the elbow underneath you. Round. As I inhale, I look forward, flex my foot, reach the left arm forward, and as I exhale, I round. We'll do 2 more. If any of the postures are new to any of you, always watch 1 or 2, and then continue along with the verbal cues. Bring the knee back down towards the floor. If you're practicing and trying to look at the same time, you might hurt your neck. So we're trying to avoid any injuries. Please take your left leg to the back of the room. You're going to square off your hips, so your left toes, your left knee is looking down. Check in with that right hip. I promise you most of you are jutting over to the side. Center yourselves. When you're ready, right arm comes up. We engage our core. On the inhale, we lengthen fully. And on the exhale, we round. Knee to elbow. 3 more. Inhaling length. Exhaling chin to chest, rounding again. 2 more with your breath. Effort and ease. Stay with the sensation in the body. Last one. Or with your breath. Good. Slowly moving on all 4s. Do a couple of little circles, anything that feels good. I always say they're more like ovals because you really want to get into the little nooks and crannies. And then switch directions. Good. And then slowly, if you have a blanket under your knees, you want to take that away for our standing postures. We're going to curl the toes underneath us, meet in downward dog, just for 1 breath. Inhale your right leg up high, and bring your right foot forward to the front of the mat, please. Plant your left heel into the floor, and come up for warrior 1. Inhale. As you exhale, reach forward. Both legs stay where they are. Front leg is bent, back leg extended. As you inhale, you're working from your core, inhaling up, reaching forward into a flat back. 2 more. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, reach forward. Relax your shoulders here. Reach the arms. 1 more time, both legs very active. Exhale forward. Reach up high for warrior 1. Front knees bent. As you exhale, press your palms to the back of the room, straighten the front leg. As you inhale, bend into that front leg, reach your arms up high. As you exhale, straighten. This is pyramid legs. Bring your arms to the back of the room, squeeze your shoulder blades. 2 more. Inhaling, reach, length, space. Exhale, bring it back. Make this like a little dance. Inhale, reach your arms up high. And exhale, come back. I'm going to inhale into warrior 1. Exhale, heads to the floor. And take a big breath in. Come back to your downward dog. Let the head be really heavy. And on the next breath in, take your left leg up towards the sky and bring it forward to the front of the mat. We're going to plant that right heel into the floor. Your toes point outwards a little bit. Engage your core. Come on up. For those of you that are new, gentle reminder, you're hip width apart here for stability. Your toes will curl in as much as you need to have your hips face forward. Okay? Reaching the arms up high. There's my warrior 1. Equal weight distribution on that back leg. Push into the outer part of your back foot. As you inhale, you reach up high. As you exhale, engage your core. The legs don't move. Reach forward. Flat back. Parallel to the floor. 3 more times. Notice how you need to use your legs for stability here. Inhale. Exhale. Press into that back leg as you come forward. 2 more times. Inhaling up. Physical stability, mental stability. Stay with your posture, stay with your breath. 1 more, inhaling up. Exhaling, reaching. You're reaching for that big ball of energy here. Look down, back of the neck long. Inhale, reaching up high. Exhale, palms come to the back of the room, straighten your front leg. Both legs are straight here. Inhale, bend into the front leg, reach your arms up high. And exhale, come back down. Smile as you bend into that left leg, reach your arms up high. Look up if it feels comfortable. And exhale, straighten. Squeeze your shoulder blades together here. Last time, inhale, reaching up high. And exhaling, pressing back. We'll reach up high one more time, bend into the left leg. On your exhale, frame the left foot and take the left leg back, downward facing dog. Let's inhale forward into plank pose. Take another breath in plank pose. Lift your right leg off the floor by about 2 inches, engage your core. Push your right heel to the back of the room. One more breath here. Try and stay centered on your mat. Bring the right foot down, lift the left leg off the floor. Both legs are strong and extended. One more full breath. Good, bring the leg back down to the floor. Inhale in length, exhale downward dog. And now walk your feet towards the front of the mat. We will all end up in a forward fold. Keep your fingertips on the floor this time, or your palms, wherever feels good. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Just let the head be super heavy here. I want you to feel like literally everything's rolling off your back. Back of the neck is long. Let your nose come towards your knees. Good. As we inhale, we'll come slowly up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Nice and slowly, your neck, cervical spine should be the last to come up, please. And we meet in mountain pose. Take a moment in your mountain pose. Just feel solid on both feet. Remember that you might want to bring your toes in slightly towards each other. You just want to make sure that the outsides of your feet are parallel to each other or to the sides of your mat. Reach your fingertips down towards the floor. Reach the crown of your head up high. A slight bow, chin to chest a little bit, just to feel that the back of the neck is long. Take a big breath here. Exhale, root down through your feet. One more breath, your spine getting taller, crown of the head pulling up towards the sky. Maintain that length as the fingers pull into the earth and as you press through the feet. Good. Bring the hands to the heart. We're going to meet in a chair pose. So sit back, hips go back. You're going to want to check in with your knees. It's all right if they're a little bit past your ankles. We don't want the knees to go past the toes. So sit those hips back. Even in this posture, there are people that will be looking sadly down, wondering when I'm going to get out of this pose. Bring your heart forward, lengthen. Okay? Good. One more breath here. And then I want you to come up onto your tippy toes. Lift your heels up off the floor, stay in your chair pose. See if you can stay up here for 2 more breaths. Come up onto your toes. If you can't, feel free to bring the heels back down to the floor. Let's take one more breath together. And plant your heels back down. Inhale, press up towards the sky. And bring your hands to your heart. Good. Come wide onto your mat, please. And point your toes away from you. Bring the hands to the heart one more time. We're coming down into the beginning of goddess pose. We're not going to be moving. Please remember that as you come down, it's not a squat where you bring your bum back. You're coming down with a straight long back. Your tailbone is pulling into the floor. The work is in the inner thighs here. Tailbone pulling into the floor. My back is straight. You're coming down as much as you can. Really work the inner thighs. Now, take your heels off the floor. Come up onto your toes. And then come down. Be nice today. Come up onto your toes again. Inhale. Exhale. Come back down onto your toes. 2 more times. Come on up. Inhale. Come on. We're all in this together. 1 more. Inhaling up. And exhaling down. Good. Square off the toes. Inhale. Reach up high. As you exhale, fold all the way forward. See if you can do this while keeping your legs straight. If not, please bend your knees if you need to. Let the head be heavy here. If your legs are straight, press your tailbone up towards the ceiling. Good. Leave your left hand right where it is in the center. Take your right hand, wrap it around the outside of your left leg, please. Take your right hand and reach around the outside of your left leg. It doesn't matter where you're reaching. You might be reaching to the outside of your left knee, your shin. The further down you reach, the more of a stretch you're going to get. Breathe into your upper back and feel that nice stretch on your right side, your upper back. Let your head be super heavy here. See if you can walk your hand even more to the outside of that leg. One more breath. Big stretch. Bring the right hand back into center. Leave your hand on the floor. Take your left hand, reach to the outside of the right leg. You might be looking at what you're doing, but then let your head be heavy. Back of the neck long. You're just reaching this hand as far as you can around the front of your leg and reaching to the outside of your right leg. Breathe and see if you can send the energy into that upper back, left upper back. Let the head be heavy. Bringing the left hand back down into center. Bend your knees, engage your core, and come all the way back up. Nice and slow. Good. Heel toe to come all the way back in. Okay. Legs directly underneath our hips. One of the things that I said about a beginner's mind when we first started, staying curious and see what we can do. That's what I do in my spare time, seeing how we can surprise you with something different. This keeps us alert on our toes. It helps you to stay more present and develops focus as we're learning new things. So today, what we're going to do, before I scare you off too much, we're going to bring our hands to the heart, engage the core. And we're going to start in a warrior three, which you are familiar with, and I think I'm going to show it from the side today. So pressing through the left foot, core is engaged. I want your hands at the heart, press your fingers into the thumbs into the sternum. When you're ready, take the right foot up and off the floor. As we come to warrior three, you'll push your right leg to the back of the room and extend your left arm out. Warrior three. As we come back, bring your hands to the heart. Bring your right knee in a little and bend the left knee into a little bit of a lunge. Bend down, right foot's off the floor. So here we go. Extend the arms, warrior three. Bring your hands to the heart, bend the left knee. You're bringing your right foot forward. Two more times, press the right heel back, warrior three. Bring the hands to the heart, bring your right knee in, bend that left knee a little bit. Yeah, muscular strength here. One more time, breathe into this, big breath in, warrior three. Exhale, hands come to the heart, bend the left knee, little lunge here. Coming all the way back up and place your right foot on the floor. Take a moment, feel how good it feels to feel stability, both legs on the floor. Notice how the left side of your body might feel different than the right side. Which one feels heavier, lighter, more spacious? And if we don't notice, that's fine too. Bring your hands to your heart. This time we'll push through the right foot as we prepare to take the left foot off the floor. Engage your core. As I send that left leg back, I flex my foot, I reach my arms forward. The upper body comes down as the back leg lifts. And then I'm going to bring my hands to my heart, bring the left leg in a little, bend my right knee, lunge. Three more. As I come forward, flex the back leg, reach forward. Exhale, hands to the heart, bend the right knee. Feel free to touch down at any time. Join us again. And two more. Inhaling, reaching. Exhale, bring the leg back in, bend the right knee. And one last time, reaching forward, parallel to the floor, lifting the back leg as high as I can. Hands to the heart, straightening up, and bending the right leg here. Coming all the way back. Make your way to the front of the mat, into your mountain pose. Take a couple of breaths here, again, inhaling. Let's add the arms here, inhaling up, and exhaling, folding. Two more times, reaching up high. Inhale through the nose if you're comfortable. See if you can exhale through the mouth. One more, inhaling up, and exhaling down. Good. Bring your hands to the heart, chair pose one more time. Inhale, looking center. Exhale, look towards your left. Right elbow around your left knee. Relax your shoulders away from the ears. One more breath. Coming back into the center. Now take your right leg to the back of the mat. Hands are still at the heart. High lunge. Take a big inhale in your lunge. Exhale, again, look towards your left, please. Right elbow around that left knee. Same little twist. Stability, physical stability, mental focus. One more breath. Take your right leg, back leg, jump it forward, and look down into your chair pose. This time, inhale into the center. Exhale, look towards your right. Press the palms in towards each other. Hips pressing in towards, upper thighs pressing in towards each other. Hips sitting back, relax your shoulders. As I inhale, I look into the center. Exhale, take your left leg back, all the way to the back of the mat. Inhale in your high lunge. Exhale into your twist again, looking towards your right. Press that back heel to the back of the room. Left elbow hugging your right thigh. One more breath. Inhale back into the center. Jump your back leg forward. Sit into your chair pose. Take one more inhale and chair. Exhale, fold. Find your plank pose from here. Hold for 5 breaths, pressing your heels to the back of the room. Feel nice and solid, both hands, 10 fingers pressing into the earth. There should be no gaps between your hand, your palm, and the mat. Push your heels to the back of the room. You're on the balls of your feet. Take one more breath, and slowly bring your knees back down to the floor. Child's pose of your choice. You can sit back, you can separate the knees, up to you. Take a couple of breaths here. Bring the attention back to your natural breath in this moment. Can you give yourself permission to soften into your breath right now? When some of the postures are challenging, our breath becomes a little more labored. So with awareness, we observe, and then we can see if we can add ease into the breath. See if you can breathe fully in and then lengthen your exhale, let it all out. The next time that you exhale, invite your shoulders and your whole body to just soften. Just one more breath here. Good. This time, let's walk ourselves all the way forward and come onto the mat, prone on our bellies. Oh, we like this. I feel like we're going to take a little bit of a nap, but we're not. So you're going to bring your hands out to the sides like a cactus. Your elbows are bent just to the sides, and your hands are at about the same level as where your head is. If you'd like, watch the first 1 or 2, and then you'll pick up as we do this. It's a back extension, but I'm going to be lifting one leg at a time, doing a little bit of a twist here, so watch what we're doing. As I inhale, I'm going to take the left leg up. I'm going to look towards the left, and I'm going to bring my left hip above the right hip and look to the side. As I exhale, I come back down. I'm going to do that 3 more times with the left leg. Lifting the left leg up, pointing my toes towards the back. Rolling over onto the right hip, opening up, looking towards my left, engaging my glute, and coming back down. The next time you do this, lift your heart up off the floor. Look towards the left, and come back down. One more time, you're engaging your glute. Lifting the left leg up and off the floor, point to the back of the room, bring your left hip above your right hip, rolling, looking to the left, and exhaling, coming back down. Good. As we do the other side, get ready. Lift the right leg up and off the floor, roll it open so it becomes above the left hip. You're looking to the right side of the room, and bring it all the way back down slowly. Work mindfully, make this work in your body. As you inhale, lift the heart off the floor. Look to the right as you open your whole body to open towards the right side. We'll do 2 more, everybody. Engage your core. Lift the heart off the
floor. Look to the right. Bring your right leg above your left hip. Last time. One more time. Inhale up. And coming over. Coming back down prone. Bring both hands to the side of the mat, up on your fingertips, just like a spider. We're not doing a push-up here. Bring the toes in towards each other, a couple of Cobra poses, counting to 4 on the way up. I peel the heart off the floor for 1, 2, coming up, squeezing the shoulder blades together. 4, and coming down for 4, slowly. 3, 2, and 1. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhaling up. If 4 is not the right count for you, just count to 3 on the way up. And come down nice and slowly. You're pressing into the tops of your feet. And you're lifting the heart off the floor by squeezing the shoulder blades together here, keeping your gaze down, and making your way all the way back down. Good. Press back onto all 4s. Curl the toes underneath you. Back to downward dog. On the next inhale, take your right leg up high and bring the right foot forward to the front of the mat, please. We're going to open up the back leg 90 degrees and come up for warrior 2. Bending into that right foot. You're going to take a moment to adjust. Please make sure that your right heel meets up with your back arch. That's the alignment that we want. Use your inner thigh to open. You don't want that right knee to cave in. You want it to open towards your third toe or your pinky toe. Open the heart here. Lift the rib cage. Relax your shoulders. Crown of the head pulling up nice and tall. As I inhale, I reach forward and I bring my right elbow onto my knee. Take the left arm up, reach. Now, the entire lower body, including your right arm, is going to stay where it is. All I want us to do is, as we inhale, take your left arm, reach it towards the back of the room, towards your back leg. Inhale. Open your heart towards the ceiling. Exhale, come back to extended angle. Bring your left arm back next to you. Inhale, reach the arm back. Open the heart here. And exhale, remember you can stop here and reach towards the ceiling. If this is not comfortable, reach forward. 2 more, keep the core engaged. Inhale, reach the arm back. Exhale, come back to extended angle. Reach with the fingertips separated here. Last time, inhaling up. And exhale. Good. Engage your core, come back to warrior 2, please. As I inhale, I lengthen. As I exhale, drop the back arm onto your leg, right arm comes up. Bring the attention to your right knee without looking at it. Is it caving in? Can you open a little bit more? Hips open here. Relax your back shoulder. Let your fingers reach down your leg. Reach the right arm up towards the sky. 1 more breath. And then make your way back to warrior 2. Take your back hand, wind middle to the front, please. Back foot is going to pivot, and find your way back, downward facing dog. On the next inhale, left leg comes up, and bring your left foot forward to the front of the mat. Do it this way. Open up that back foot 90 degrees, please, and come on all the way up for warrior 2 on the other side. I like to take a moment to make sure the alignment is good. Your front heel meets up with the back arch. Open your heart here. Arms come back. Feel a gentle squeeze in between your shoulder blades. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Good. As I inhale, I reach that left arm forward. Bring the left elbow onto my knee. And then take your right arm and reach it forward. If this is not accessible to you, please remember you've got choices. You can take your right arm up towards the ceiling, and you can also leave your right hand on your hip. Wherever we are, we're doing a little gentle spinal twist so that the heart looks towards the ceiling. Take a big breath in here. The next time you breathe in, take your arm towards the back of the room. As you exhale, you come back to your extended angle. 3 more times, reaching back. Inhale, open the heart towards the ceiling. Exhale, come back. 2 more times, inhale and reach back. Exhale, reach. 1 last time, like a dance, breathing in. And coming back to where we started. Engage your core and make your way back, warrior two. Take a big breath in, make sure that this front knee has not caved in. Open using the inner muscles of the inner thigh. Inhaling length, exhaling, this time dropping the back hand, right arm down the leg, left arm reaches out. Press into both feet evenly. Relax that back shoulder and reach the right arm down your leg as you reach the left arm up towards the sky. Both legs are still active. Keep your core engaged. Lift right out of your rib cage towards the sky and then make your way back to warrior two. We'll take the back arm, windmill to the front, and then take your back leg back, downward facing dog. We're going to hold our downward dog just for a breath here. And then slowly come back down towards the floor. Very nice. And very slowly make your way back into a seated position. We're actually going to practice alternate nostril breathing together. If you'd like to, you can practice in hero's pose, which is what I'm demonstrating. You can also place something underneath your hips. And if you prefer, you can sit in a cross-legged position. Okay. We're going to do a few moments of alternate nostril breathing, which is a balancing breath. It's one that I like to offer all my yogis once in a while so that you have it, whether we're feeling anxious and too much energy or down, not enough energy. This particular pranayama is very, very helpful. I will give you two options for the finger placement. So, in general, the way I learned it is I use my thumb on my right nostril. You can practice with me, and your fourth finger on your right nostril. My thumb on my right and your fourth finger on your left nostril. If this is not comfortable, the other fingers are placed inwards. You can also use the first and the second. Okay, that's more comfortable to you for you. But I learned it this way. All the other fingers come in, and it's kind of like using chopsticks. Your first and your fourth, blocking the nostrils. So I'm going to be walking you through probably 10, 15 breaths and then let you continue on your own, especially for those of you that are new to this practice. I'd like you to just keep a straight spine as we practice. Relax your shoulders. Remember that whichever way you're practicing, it is a practice, so don't worry too much about doing it right. Just you're going to try and follow, and if one time you block the other nostril, I promise nothing is going to happen. And so here we go. We're going to begin by placing our hands just at the tip of our nostril, but not blocking either nostril, and we're going to take a breath in and out through the nose. Now block the right nostril with your thumb. Inhale left. Block the left to exhale right. Inhale through the right again. We're always blocking, block the right to exhale, left. Inhale, left. Block the left to exhale, right. Inhale through your right. Block the right, exhale, left. Inhaling through the left again. Blocking the left, exhale, right. So we're always blocking when it's time to exhale. Inhale through the right. Block to exhale left. Close your eyes whenever you're comfortable. Inhaling left. Block to exhale right. Inhale right. Block to exhale left. Inhaling left. Block to exhale right. Inhaling right. Block to exhale left. Do another 10 rounds on your own. 2 more rounds. When you're done, please let your hands float down towards your thighs, your knees, and let your palms face towards the ceiling. Close your eyes for a moment and simply observe the sensations in the body and just the state of the mind in this moment. Without judgment, without labeling it, just observe. From here, we can release the practice, and I invite you to come into your most comfortable posture for your Shavasana. Make your way onto your back. Remembering the options that we have, extending the legs. You can place a bolster or a pillow underneath the legs for support. And just let the legs extend out. And you can let the knees rest upon one another as well and have the feet be mat width apart. We'll practice our Shavasana together. We'll come out of it together, so taking your time. And for the next few moments, not doing anything, but being in your body, feeling what it feels like to be in your body today, in this moment. Staying aware enough of the constant movement of the breath without feeling any need to control it. We're going to allow our body to just breathe us for the next few moments. Letting go of all effort, mental and physical, during Shavasana. And seeing if we can bring ease into the body with every breath. Make your breath feel at home in your body. Just allow your natural breath to lead you through your Shavasana. Remember to soften all the muscles in your face. Let your shoulders melt in towards the earth. And let your legs, your knees, your hips just be in a completely relaxed state. The next few moments to just appreciate this stillness that you have offered yourself, your body, and your mind. See if the stillness of the body can permeate through osmosis. Feel yourself creating space between your thoughts, space in the mind for this present moment where you are on your yoga mat, practicing breathing, part of a community, all breathing together. Taking time for self-care, bringing composure and balance into the body, into the mind, so that we can come off the mat and serve others from that place. Bring your intention back into your breath for the next 3 full breaths, breathing a little more fully in towards the belly, feeling the belly, perhaps the rib cage expand, and then feeling that natural contraction. Stay with the sensations in the body. Wherever you feel it is fine. See if you can send that energy 2 more breaths in towards the belly, rib cage, maybe all the way up into the collarbones, maybe not. Exhaling, just feeling the natural contraction as you empty completely and taking 1 more conscious breath just like that. And letting it all out on your exhale, exhaling fully and completely. I invite you to bring gentle movements back into your fingers and your toes, make little circles with your hands, your wrists. Stretch back if it feels good. Do any stretch that you'd like. And slowly, in your own way, make your way to a fetal pose on your right side. Make a pillow out of your right arm and spend a few moments here. Once again, making this a posture of passion and care towards yourself. This is not a selfish action, it's an action that we take to fill our cup up to the top so that we can come off the mat and continue to serve others, to help our families, our communities, bring light into the world. This is about filling our cup so that we can help others. In your own time, use your left hand to help you come back to seated. Please take your time doing so. If you'd like to, you can close your eyes once again. Otherwise, just keep your gaze soft into the floor. Reach your heart slightly away from you and lift it towards the sky so you get nice and tall. And then check in with the back of your neck, perhaps a little bow with the chin so that the back of the neck is long. You just want a nice tall spine, rest of the body completely relaxed. Taking another breath in, feeling yourself up to the crown of your head. Exhale, feeling yourself rooted through the sit bones. Let's just end with 1 inhale through the nose for the sound of O on the exhale. Holding that for as long as you can. Bringing your hands to the heart. I'd like to take a moment of gratitude here before we close off our practice. The space is there for you, or you can just follow your breath in and out. And as always, I thank each and every one of you for being here, for spending your time with me and letting me share the benefits of this beautiful practice with you. I hope that it has lifted your spirits until we meet again. Wishing all of you peace in your hearts, peace in your minds, good health,